Okay, good morning students. Continuation of last video. You will see here properties of covalent bond. Here we will see properties of covalently bonded compounds. Covalently bonded compounds. Okay, here these compounds formed by the sharing of electrons. So these are not rigid much than the ionic compounds, but rigid, but not much rigid compared to the ionic compounds. Here we have some of the covalent, more and more rigid molecules are there. Covalently bonded rigid molecules are there. Some exceptional cases are there. For example, in silica, silicon and oxygen has covalent bond. The boiling point of this one is nearly 3000 degrees centigrade temperature. For example, boron carbide is there. It is also 2800 angstroms, 2800 degrees centigrade. And after that, diamond, graphite, all these are covalently bonded with each other. These are also having the more and more boiling point, nearly 3000 degrees centigrade temperature. After that, silicon carbide also have a strong bond. This is also one of the rigid molecule. It also has more than 3000 degrees centigrade boiling point. These are some exceptional cases compared to the ionic compound. These are having less boiling points and melting points. And here, covalent molecules, different types of covalent molecules are there. Here, these are strongly covalent bonds. Some of the molecules, for example, chlorine covalently bonded, but it is a gas. Bromine covalently bonded, it is liquid. Iodine also covalently bonded, but it is volatile solid. This volatile solid, this is also called sublimated solid. Sublimated solid. What is the meaning of sublimation? Any solid molecule directly converted into gas without liquid phase. If any solid molecule converted into gaseous molecule without liquid phase, we call as sublimation. Example for sublimated compounds. Iodine is the example for sublimated compound. Camphor, it is also one of the best example for sublimated compound. And here, benzoic acid is also sublimated compound. Benzoic acid. Naphthalene is also one of the best example for sublimated compound. What is the meaning of sublimation? The conversion of solid into gas without liquid phase we call as sublimation. The process which involved in sublimation we call as sublimated compounds. And here, all covalent bond molecules are non-polar. These are completely solvent in non-polar solvents like benzene, ether, toluene, cyclohexane, N-hexane. Here different molecules, different solvents are there in laboratory. DCM, dichloromethane, and carbon tetrachloride, CTC, we call as carbon tetrachloride. All covalent molecules soluble in these non-polar solvents Why? Because all covalently molecules are non-polar, never from the pole. Why? Because both the atoms are having same electronegativity. Both atoms are having same electronegativity. Okay, and here these are non-polar. Non-polar means there is no conductivity toward electric. No, there is no electrical conductor nature. Okay, thermal conductor nature, any other nature. These are the important properties of covalent bond. Then in continuation, we'll see one more important topic, formal charge. What is the meaning of formal charge? Sometimes we indicate with Fc. Okay, formal charge means the charge which is present on the atom in a molecule we call as formal charge. What is the formal charge? The charge which is present on the atom in a molecule we call as formal charge. The formal charge of an atom calculated by using this principle. Formal charge is equal to formal charge is equal to valency of atom, number of valency electrons present in the atom, minus over here lone pairs, number of lone pairs, plus 1/2 bond pairs. Number of lone pairs plus 1/2 bond pairs. Okay, that is the principle. Number of lone pairs. Okay, in continuation, we see the formal charge. Formal charge means the charge which is present on atom in a molecule or in a structure, different structure, we call as formal charge. Formal charge calculated by using this principle. Formal charge is equal to valency. Valency means number of valency electron present in that particular atom minus number of lone pairs. Lone pairs means the electrons which are not involved in the bond, those we call as lone pairs, plus of and bond pairs. Bond pairs means number of electrons involved in the bonding, we call as bond pairs. Okay, just we see ozone molecule. Here I am taking one ozone molecule. Ozone. Okay, ozone is a triatomic molecule. Okay, we have the different types of molecules: diatomic molecule, triatomic molecule, tetraatomic molecule. Okay, hexaatomic and octatomic molecule. Suppose, for example, oxygen O2, it is a diatomic molecule. O3, triatomic molecule. N2, diatomic molecule. Okay, for example, PS8, sulfur, always available in the form of 8 atoms. This we call octaatomic molecule. Phosphorus always available in form of 4 atoms. Okay, we call it tetraatomic molecules. This we call atomicity. Atomicity means number of atoms present in a molecule. We call atomicity. This we call atomicity. Okay, so here ozone is triatomic molecule. Triatomic molecule. Just here I write the structure of ozone. Oxygen central atom. Here double bond O, and here single bond O. Okay, this is the one structure. One more structure here I am writing. We call resonance structure. Okay, just I change the bond this side. This is the first oxygen atom, second oxygen atom, third oxygen atom. Okay, just I change this bond. We call delocalization of pi electrons. We call as resonance. Just this electron transferred like this. And here I am writing one more structure. Oxygen, double bond, oxygen. This is the resonance structure 2. This is the resonance structure 1. Okay, in continuation we discuss about the resonance. Okay, just we'll see formal charge. Formal charge on oxygen, first oxygen O1, formal charge on O2, formal charge on O3. We'll see. Okay, here first oxygen atom already two form. Every oxygen belongs to which group? 14th group. That means it has 6 electrons, 6 valence electrons in outermost. So already 2 finish. Here I am writing remaining 2, 4 lone electrons. Here 4 lone electrons and here 4 bonding electrons. We'll see. And here also already 3 bonds over. That means we have only 2. Okay, here also same 1 over. That means here we have the 3 pairs. We'll see in continuation what is the charge on this one, what is the charge on this one, what is the charge on this one. First carbon, first oxygen, second oxygen and third oxygen. We'll see here. First oxygen you take, what is the formal charge? Fc is equal to valency, oxygen valency. Already I said oxygen valency is 6. Okay, why? Because it belongs to 16th group. 6 minus number of bond pair electrons. Electrons means here bond first lone pairs. Here 4 electrons are there. 4 minus. Okay, 4 minus. Plus. 4 plus of. And here 2 bonds are there. 2 bonds means each bond 2 electrons. 2 into 2, 4 electrons into 4. 2 2s are, and here 6 minus, here 4 plus 1 into 2, 2. Okay, 4 plus 2 means 6. 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. That means here there is no charge. That means we called as 0 charge. And here it forms 2 bonds, so be 0 charge. Next we'll see the one more. You take the second oxygen. Formal charge you calculate. Formal charge is equal to 6 minus. Okay, here how many bond pairs are there? Here see, first lone pairs. Here only 2 lone pairs are there. Plus how many bond pairs are there? Here 1, 2, 3. 3 into 2, 6. Half. Okay, into 6. Okay, 2 1s are, 2 3s are. Okay, formal charge is equal to 6 minus 2 plus 3, 5. 2 plus 3, 5 now. So 6 minus, okay, 5. 6 minus 5 means 1. Which one? Plus 1. So here plus 1 charge is present. Here we have the plus 1 charge. Next, in continuation, we will see one more. Here I am taking one more. Third oxygen, O3, third oxygen. Third oxygen, Fc is equal to 6 minus. And here, how many lone pairs are there? 6 lone pairs. 6 lone pairs. Plus of bond pair also 2. Only one bond is there. One bond is there means into 2. Okay, 2 1s are, and here 1 into 1, 1. Fc is equal to 6 minus 6 plus 1. That means 7. That means 6 minus 7 is equal to minus 1. Okay, at third oxygen atom we have the minus 1 charge. Third oxygen atom we have the minus 1 charge. Here also same. Here we have the minus 1. Okay, here we have the plus 1. Here we have the 0 oxidation state. Okay, this what I said in definition, the charge which is present on atom in a molecule or in a resonance structure we called as formal charge. This is the just simple classification of the formal charge. In examination point of view, they rounding up the atom and calculate the formal charge of that particular atom. Okay, in examination point of view, need or any examination point of view, they may ask like this. Next, in continuation, we'll see one more atom, one more molecule. Okay, we'll see N2O. N2O is nothing but N2O. This is we called nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide. This is we called as laughing gas. Nitrous oxide we called as laughing gas. Just here I am writing structure. First I am writing structure nitrogen. Okay, double bond nitrogen, double bond oxygen. Okay, nitrogen double bond nitrogen oxygen. Okay. Next. Okay, nitrogen double bond nitrogen oxygen nitrogen. This is the structure of nitrous oxide. See, nitrogen belongs to here. Nitrogen belongs to 15th group. 15th group, that means it has 5 valency electrons. Oxygen belongs to 16th group. It has 6 valency electrons. See, nitrogen already, okay, 2 over, that means okay, 2 more valency electrons. Here 1 more valency electron, and here okay, 2 more valency electrons are present. Then see, formal charge, this is the 1, this is the 2. Formal charge on 1, nitrogen atom 1, formal charge on nitrogen atom 2. We'll see here. Formal charge is equal to, okay, here, formal charge of nitrogen 1, I am taking nitrogen 1, is equal to valency means 5 minus, okay, here number of lone pairs, 2 lone pairs, 2 lone pairs means 4 electrons, plus of bond pairs also 4 into 4. That means here 2 to the 4 is equal to 5 minus, here 4 is there, here 2 is there, 4 plus 2 means 6. Okay, 5 minus 6 is equal to minus 1. Here nitrogen atom, at nitrogen atom, first nitrogen atom, minus 1 charge is present. Next you take N2. Formal charge here same 5, okay, here 4 as it is off, and here number of bond pairs, here you take the number of bond pairs, okay, total bond pairs here, total bond pairs 8 are there, okay, into 8, okay, here 5 minus, okay, 4 is the, sorry, here only 2, here only 2, 5 minus, sorry, here already nitrogen has 4 bonds over the, only 1 electron is there, we not consider that one, so 0, sorry, here 0, okay, 5 minus 0 plus 4. 0 plus 4 means 5 minus 4 is equal to plus 1. Here we have the plus 1. Okay, here 4 already over, 4 means 8 bond pairs. Nitrogen has 5 lone electrons, 5 valence electrons, in that 4 involved, but so there is no number of lone pairs. We have only 1 electron. 1 electron is there, we can't consider that particular 1 electron. Okay, if lone pair is there, we consider it. So 0 lone pairs, lone electron is there, but not the lone pair. Okay, here plus 1 by 2, and here 1, 2, 3, 4 bonds, 4 into 2, 8. Okay, here 2 4 the 0 plus 4 plus 1 oxidation state. That means nitrogen carries minus 1 oxidation state. Here 1 more nitrogen carries plus 1 oxidation state. But this is about the just formal charge. By doing like this, by using this principle, we'll calculate the Fermat charge on all atoms. Okay. Next, in continuation, we'll see one more important topic here: resonance. Okay, what is the resonance? Okay, what is the meaning of resonance? What is the use of resonance? Okay, why molecule undergoes resonance? You see here. Already we saw resonance in organic chemistry. Okay, what is that? The delocalization of pi electrons. The delocalization of pi electrons from one atom to another atom, which are present in conjugation. See here, one of the some important points of resonance, effect of resonance in inorganic chemistry. Okay, here I will take also here inorganic molecule. We'll see resonance. Simple example here I am taking one organic example. After that we will move into the inorganic molecule. Resonance is possible in molecule which has conjugation. What is the meaning of conjugation? Here two double bonds are separated with one single bond. If two double bonds are separated with one single bond, we call as conjugation. If two triple bonds also separated with one single bond, is also conjugation. Okay, and here double bond is separated with triple bond, or triple bond separated with double bond, is also conjugation. And okay, double bond is conjugation with the lone pair of electrons. This is also one type of conjugation. Okay, double bond is conjugation with the lone pair of electron. Then also resonance is possible. Resonance is possible in all these systems which have conjugation. Okay, double bond is conjugation with double bond, triple bond conjugation with triple bond, double bond conjugation with triple bond, triple bond conjugation with double bond conjugation with lone pair of electrons. All these are some of the conjugated system in organic chemistry. All these molecules involves in resonance. Okay, this is the one important point. And then one more important point is molecule should be planar. Molecule should be planar, not the Foucault structures. Okay, different structures are available in chemistry. Okay, only planar structures. The molecules which are conjugation and planar structure, those only involves in resonance. Okay, what is the meaning of resonance structure? Okay, the structures which are produced by the transformation or delocalization of pi electrons we called as resonance structures, and the concept is called resonance. Okay, what is the use of resonance? Okay, by delocalizing the electrons, the stability of molecule increases. Simple example, while doing the business, we are always rotating the money. Okay, different. By rotating the money, we are getting the benefits. Benefits means our stability will increases. If you are not rotating the money, your money with you only, there is no stability. There is no increase in your benefits. There is no stability. Okay, here also same. By the delocalization of pi electrons from one atom to other atom, by the rotating delocalization of pi electrons and atom, lone pair of electron within the molecule, stability increases. Okay, and stability of molecule depends on number of resonance structures. Number of resonance structures directly proportional to the stability. Suppose two molecules are there, A, B is there. A involves resonance, B involves resonance. A forms 3 resonance structures, B forms 4 resonance structures. Which molecule forms more number of resonance structure? That should be stated. Okay, remember this principle. The number of resonance structures directly proportional to the stability. By increasing the number of resonance structures, stability increases. Here see, it forms 3, it forms 4, so it is more stable, it is less stable. So A is more stable than B. Okay, and here number of resonance structures also depends on here double bonds. If molecule has 2 double bonds, one more molecule has 3 double bonds. If 2 double bonds are present, it forms 2 resonance structures. If 3 double bonds are present, it forms 3 resonance structures. Sometimes it forms 3 resonance structures in acyclic molecules. Okay, so this molecule is more stable than this one. Molecule is more stable than this one. But in cyclic molecule, suppose benzene is there. Benzene, by delocalization of benzene, already we saw in electrophilic substitution reaction, benzene forms 3 resonance structures. Resonance structure 1, 2, 3 forms 3 resonance structures. Okay, here we'll see one of the important structure of benzene, Kekule benzene. Okay, this Kekule benzene, number of benzenes are there. Tivar benzene, Landstein benzene, different benzenes are. Okay, different scientists proposed structure for benzene, but one of the structure explains the complete properties of benzene, that only Kekule benzene. Here we have the 2 Kekule benzenes. One is Kekule 1 and Kekule 2. Kekule 1 means this is the benzene structure, already we know. This is the Kekule 1. Okay, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here this is the Kekule 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the Kekule 2. And this is the Kekule 1. Kekule 1 and Kekule 2. See, both are having same structure, but differing pi bonding. Here see, pi bond start with second. Here start with first. See, 1 in third, in fourth and sixth. That means, by using these 2 resonance structures, we have one information. What is that? Every carbon has pi bond. Like this. Okay, sometimes this is also indicated dotted lines. Okay, this structure is produced from these 2 compounds. So 2 resonance structures, this we call resonance hybrid. While writing the benzene structure, all these are permitted. All these structures, these are permitted according to the IUPAC. And here one more important arrow mark is there. This we called double-headed arrow mark. This indicates same energy. Both are having the same energy. Okay, this indicates for the resonance structures. Okay, here the resonance energy in benzene. For example, one benzene molecule converted into another, Kekule 1 to Kekule 2 or Kekule 2 to Kekule 1. Okay, it consumes or it releases 36 kilocalories per mole energy. 36 kilocalories per mole energy. This energy we called as resonance energy. This particular energy we called as resonance energy. Next, in continuation, we'll see the ozone molecule. Already we saw ozone, oxygen. Okay, one more. Here oxygen, double bond O, oxygen. See, these are different. Okay, just different pi bond, delocalization of pi bond. In this, present in between, double bond present in between first oxygen and second oxygen. In this, third oxygen and second oxygen. So every oxygen has pi bond. By using this, what we know here, oxygen. Every oxygen has pi bond. This is we called resonance hybrid of ozone. This is the resonance structure 1, this is the resonance structure 2, resonance structure 1, resonance structure 2, resonance structure 1, resonance structure calculate 1, calculate 2. Okay, this is we called resonance hybrid. This is we called resonance hybrid. Okay, in continuation we'll see one more important. Okay, just carbon dioxide, sorry, carbonate molecule. See the resonance in carbonate. Resonance in carbonate. What is the carbonate? CO3 minus 2 ion we called carbonate. Carbonate ion. See here, see double bond O, and here O minus. Okay, not double bond O minus. This is we called CO3 minus. Okay, see here, this is the first atom, second atom, third atom. First, okay, double bond is present between the carbon and first oxygen atom. Then, see O minus, double bond O minus. Here it is present in carbon and second oxygen atom. Here also same. Next we will see carbon O minus, double bond O. Here double bond is present between carbon and third oxygen atom. This is the resonance structure 1, this is the resonance structure 2, resonance structure 3. Okay, here 3 resonance structures are formed of carbonate. From this we have the one resonance hybrid. Like this, that means every oxygen atom, every carbon and oxygen atom carries the double bond. This we call resonance hybrid. Resonance hybrid. This is we called as resonance structure. And one more thing, all these we called, okay, the structures which are produced by the delocalization, those are also called canonical forms. Okay, canonical forms. This is about the resonance. Continuation, we'll see one more topic. Thank you.